Hey, welcome to Coco's Corner. I am the huge one, Dave Coco from CocoSports.com or KOCOSports.net. It takes you to the same places where the world comes to kick ass, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. As always, this is our weekly TNA Impact Wrestling review. I just want to give a couple shout outs before we ask the question we always ask. The American Alucard, Mr. TNA, was supposed to be on this show, but I'm an idiot and the time difference totally ruined it. So the American Alucard and T-Sean on THEE American Alucard will probably be doing their own TNA review, so check that out. And also want to thank my homeboys at Geek Essentials, geekessentials.com, as they have some great streamings and really help Coco Sports out, so we appreciate it. And you can always check out us on Twitter at Coco Sports. All right. As always, we ask win, loss, or time. What did you think of Impact Wrestling this week? I did not watch SmackDown, but minus SmackDown, I enjoyed this week of professional wrestling. I hope next week is just as good. I thought TNA did a great job. I'm giving a win. The live atmosphere really added to it. I enjoyed this show. I enjoyed it a lot. And overall, I'm giving it a win. I'm giving the whole fucking week a win, minus SmackDown. I didn't watch SmackDown, but who the fuck really watches SmackDown? You know, Boom Boom's got his eye on. He's got his finger on the pulse for SmackDown. But Raw was amazing. NXT, Lucha, TNA. Man, might have to move back to America. You guys start putting on more shows like this. All right, so here we go. Let's break this down. First off, Eric Young kicks off Impact Wrestling Live. Like I said, the live atmosphere really does matter. It makes it excited. You don't have to worry about the jerk spoiling it for you. They said they're going to have a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion be special guest referee. He demands to find out who it is. He's like, who is it? And Bully Ray just surprises everybody, comes out and says he'll be the man for the job and he's going to be the referee. And it was kind of a cool little surprise. So I didn't expect them, but that's what the advantage of going live is. Next, you had EC3 with Tyrus versus Mr. Anderson, and they had a vote. This, I'm not going to count because I bitched about the options last week. I was one of the 15% on wrestling. If from now on, I hope that sooner or later, when they give you the most ridiculous fucking options to vote for, you know, it's like, vote for this guy or Mr. Ridiculous. Always vote for the ridiculous. We got to teach them that, hey, if you're going to have live interactive polls, if you're going to why bother having this? All right, no, that was last week's complaint, but I was one of the 15%. The obvious answer wins with 85%. Why even bother fucking voting? And but anyway, so it is a falls count anywhere match, which basically becomes a no DQ match. And basically, it's EC3 versus Mr. Anderson. But Tyrus, it's so weird calling him that, but Tyrus it basically beats him for him. You know, it's going back and forth. Mr. Anderson looks like he's going to take control. And then, bam, out of nowhere, Tyrus just goes in and destroys him, hits him with a couple moves. EC3 covers him up. And according to ImpactWrestling.com, in singles competition, he's 554 days undefeated. And one thing about this is, I hope that this is the end of Mr. Anderson. I hope that he can go on to another feud. And hopefully, this pay-per-view, EC3 is in for the title hunt. Last week someone said, who would you have in the main event? And I said EC3 versus Kurt Angle. But I'm like, man, it's probably too soon. But after watching this show, maybe it's not too soon. Maybe we'll get an EC3 versus Kurt Angle in the pay-per-view. And that is one of the few main events that I'd actually be really excited to see. So basically there he goes. Backstage, Kurt Angle asked Bully Ray if I'll call it down the middle, and he gave the old, do you know who I am? So that's how you deal with tough questions. Just fucking say, do you know who I am? All right, so backstage, they have another backstage segment. Gail Kim asks Kong if she's in against the Dollhouse, which, they already advertised it, so we fucking know what's up. I wish there was a third person. I'm going to be really positive on this show because I thought this was a really good show. But I hate when someone has an outnumbered advantage. It's just, there's no fucking benefit to it. So I wish there was a third knockout there. But Gail Kim asks Kong. Kong just walks away. Next, MVP comes out and cuts one of the best goddamn promos in a fucking really long time. And it makes me fucking angry that he's the heel. It makes me angry that Drew Galloway is the fucking face. They just, they just don't understand they have something good. You could have, you know, when a heel faction is cool, you could sell a shitload of merchandise. But here's the thing. You have to fucking book them to win. They fucking lose everything that's fucking important. They are fucking dumb. The big thing about it is Homicide is, yes, he got jumped in New York City and he's not coming back, which, okay, TNA, we're losing fucking guys. I don't know the legit story behind that. I'll probably have to look it up online. But I was kind of like, man, Homicide cannot stay in TNA to save his fucking life. Old school TNA fans will know this. Every time Homicide comes, you're like, yeah, okay, what? He's gone? He's gone already? Okay. So hopefully it wasn't something injured, and hopefully he's okay. But I don't know. But basically, storyline-wise, he got jumped, and they blamed Galloway. But it might be the best. I have no idea why they didn't put this promo up on the YouTube selection. It was probably one of MVP's promos, maybe promo of the year. It was really great. It hit political stuff. It hit. It just that because to me, you know, it's hard to work people over anymore. You know, there's stupid people that think, oh, everyone's worked, but what really people get worked over for is politics. Just be like, I think your leader is an idiot. And if they voted for them, oh, God, that's like fucking slapping their wife. It gets it. But he cut such a great heel promo, current events, knew what he was talking about. And I enjoyed this segment. And I want to be a Beatdown Clan fan so bad. I love all three athletes that are in it. And I love Mr. Fourth Guy who they keep replacing every 5 seconds. I love the Beatdown Clan. I love them to the point of I'd probably even buy their merchandise. They have awesome, sweet merchandise. They cut great promos, great pro wrestlers. But dude, they have to fucking win. They just have to win sometimes. They had MVP versus Drew Galloway. It's a pretty decent match, but Galloway hits the Future Shock DDT to secure the win because why? Why? Only cutting the best promos, best wrestlers in the fucking company. Why should they ever fucking win? And they seem so fucking stupid. Like, it's kind of like, oh, well, here you go. I want to put on a decent match. Oh, we lost. Now we're going to attack. They're not even fucking being heels correctly. At least attack before you fucking get pinned. Cheats. I don't know. I want to be a fan of the Beatdown Clan so bad. I want to root for them. Their promos are awesome. Their in-ring work is awesome. But they never fucking win. They're like the real-life faces. I'm tired of fucking national companies booking fucking faces like heels. Think about it. Take away everything and fucking tell the story. Tell the story of the Beatdown Clan. You're kind of like, no, they're the good guys. They're the ones that keep getting fucked over. And they're fucking missing the point. Yeah, we're a fucking badass guy and we're gonna fucking pick you up, but after we lose, okay? Make sure to pin us, please. There's so much fucking money on the table. MVP, fucking probably the best promo this fucking year, in my humble opinion. And they got awesome gear, they got awesome wrestlers. They never fucking win. Ever. It's just, come on. Where the fuck do they go from here? How much longer do we have to take people that can cut great promos, people that can put on great matches, just fucking losing and losing and losing and losing? It's just like, no, they fucking here. Ready? Just adjust one thing. You ready? MVP wins by cheating, then they brawl. Congratulations. It's a million times fucking better. Okay. It's still not good, but it's a million times better. Fucking let him win. Just let him fucking be dominant. Just fucking let him do something. Well, at least Kenny King has the X Division title and actually fucking wore it to the ring. All right. Overall, I thought it was pretty decent, but just fucking heartbroken that, you know, MVP cuts a great promo. All three guys can wrestle. Merchandise amazing. And nope, they're never going to fucking win. James Storm says he has a special gift. Special gift for a special friend. He looks very creepy in this. Very, very creepy. He's wearing fucking mirrored glasses, smiling. Got a big ass gift. So, boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to add. I apologize, going too fast here. Post-match, Eric Young assaults the Rising with a chair, and the BDC join Young in the beatdown, leaving the BDC standing tall. So you think, well, Eric Young, he's setting up an appointment for the BDC. Who gives a shit, dude? It doesn't fucking matter. Eric Young, you just gave away a spoiler. They're like, maybe Eric Young beats Kurt Angle. I doubt it, but maybe. Oh, he's with the beatdown clap. Nope. Pack your bags. They just gave a spoiler. You fucking winning shit, dude. Eric Young, stay away from these fucking guys. Fuck your career over. Next is James Storm introduces Mickie James. He gives her an award. It's a guitar, all prettied out. They take pictures. They're best friends. Magnus comes down, and he's pissed off. James Storm busts his balls with his original gimmick where he had to wear a gladiator helmet. Storm is fucking pissed, but you know, he's being a gentleman about the whole situation. He's like, fuck this, we're just leaving. And then he says something about his kid, that Uncle Stormy or whatever the fuck he called himself. And that's it. Magnus lost his shit, went in there and cracked him over the head with the guitar. And I enjoyed this segment a lot. And I'm so happy because James Storm was stuck with, you know, his group, the Revolution or whatever the fuck it's called. And it was kind of going nowhere, and hopefully maybe he'll get picked back up. But I care about this character. I care. I think he's fucking evil. I think he's an evil genius. Mickie James is playing the old fucking, you know, hey, we were just friends. Yeah. And Magnus, this is the first time since we don't talk about 2014. 2014 Magnus never happened. That's a favor to Magnus. Magnus, you actually care about him. You feel his anger. You feel what's going through, especially if you have a wife. And you're like, oh, okay, I know the fucking this scumbag's doing. I've been there before. And, you know, you actually feel for Magnus. And if Magnus can just wrestle the way he can wrestle and stick with the storyline. I mean, he went from 2014 Magnus, what we don't talk about. Then he comes back and he's like, I'm wrestling my best friend. You guys don't know who he is, but we're close. And this fucking storyline really fucking sucks. And it's going to go on forever. At least we know who the characters are. We know why they're feuding. We know, like, Magnus right now in this storyline is a million times better than anything he's done since 2013. We don't know if I can count 2014 here. We do that as a favor of Magnus because that was fucking horrible. So I found this to be absolutely amazing. I found the storyline to be intriguing and all that, but it's a storyline that I think the real demographic can get behind. You know, a lot of times people want to pretend pro wrestling fans are 8 years old. That's not the case. They want to pretend that fucking so many women watch. It's not the case. Like, it's so funny that they fucking lie about their stats all the time. Then you, like, go look it up, and it's bullshit. But TNA, with this storyline, is hitting the real fucking demographic. You're like, oh, I can even do this. It's not corny. It's not cheesy. It's just at the fucking right level. And I'm so happy because James Storm and Magnus both needed this. They needed this so fucking badly in their careers. And this is a mid-card feud that you can care about. You can get behind. You know, if you have a wife or a good-looking girlfriend, you know what it's like to be Magnus. You know, if you're a fucking evil fucking scumbag, they fucking, you know what it's like to be James Storm. But you can fucking relate to these characters. You can connect with this fucking storyline. This is probably one of the best storylines that Magnus has been in a really long time. I hope Magnus can turn his fucking life around. Well, in ring life, who knows? He might have the greatest life in the world, but his TNA life fucking sucked balls the last couple of years. So hopefully it turns around, but I really enjoyed it. Next, you have a 3-on-2 handicap match. I'm not a big fan of handicap match, but mine is the Dollhouse versus Gail King and Gail Kim and also Kong. They also did a video package before with Taryn Terrell at an event with Gail Kim's. Gail Kim, man, that friggin' chef. The chef is good looking, the chef is rich, the chef is famous. Got Gail Kim. You know what? You know, like Dave Bautista's like, people just hate me because or like fucking, what's his fucking name? Samoan Cena. Well, fucking people just hate me because I hit my fucking life. Or even Bully Ray on Twitter. Oh, people just want to beat me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like if they said, you know, you can live the next 3 lives. You can be the next 3 lives being Bully Ray. Let's see, who else said this fucking stupid ass shit? Bully Ray, you know, Roman Reigns, and I'm trying to think who else said it. Miz, anyone. And so you could be all these fucking wrestlers that say people hate them because they hate their lives. Or you could be that chef. Without a doubt, without a Genie, bring, hello, Mr. Genie. I'd like to be the chef, please. Yes, rich, famous, get good food, pretty goddamn decent looking, and I'm nailing Gail Kim. Yeah, that definitely sounds a lot better than Roman Reigns' life. Yes, thank you, Genie. Got it on order. But Taryn Terrell, these characters are adding so much depth to it. Taryn Terrell invades the event, meets her stepdaughters, and just cuts a line like, oh, they're not as bad as you said they were. They're nothing like what you described them as, or something along those lines. And I was like, oh, she's such a fucking bitch. Get her, Gail. How can she say that? Hook, line, and sinker. I thought this was a great fucking show from top to bottom. Only thing I can knock is the 3-on-2. I wish it was a 3-on-3, but we're nitpicking here. Yeah, Dollhouse versus Gail Kim and Awesome Kong. The Dollhouse does win. They basically just Taryn gets a roll up and 1, 2, 3. It's a pretty exciting match. And hold on. I am a gentleman, but let me tell you something. Going into this match, I was a boy. I was a little boy, and I hit my manhood when I saw that ass on Jade, Mia Yim. I was like, all right, I'm an 8-year-old boy just watching women wrestle. I am a man, and there's no going back. Holy crap. Very attractive woman. Very attractive woman. A lot of these girls are attractive, and they're putting storylines, details into this. Hashtag give divas a chance. Hashtag shut the fuck up right here. This is fucking how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. So after the match, Jade, it's weird calling her that. Jade and Taryn sneak out with the belt, but they leave their buddy there. And after the match, Marty Bell gets eat the feet and then gets the implant buster. And it's just pretty freaking awesome, and the feud continues. So the Dollhouse wins. They go. The only thing I don't this is a 3-on-2, but it's almost kind of the same finish as the MVP match. But I'm nitpicking. But this one, it makes sense because, you know, it's the fucking faces getting revenge. We're MVP. For the love of fucking God, how many times can you do it? We get it. Beatdown Clown gets pinned. Now they jumped him. This was that storyline done right. MVP, you're stuck in that shitty fucking match and it's shitty ass story fucking line. Let's show you how it's done. Give a little wink, 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 and they go to the ring and fucking whatever you can do, I can do better. And boop, they fucking proved it. The women fucking delivered the same exact storyline, but better. And you should never have the same storyline, basically same finish twice in one show. That's bad. But you know what? It could have been a lot worse. Next, boom, boom. You got Matt Hardy, and man, these tag team titles are cursed. You win the TNA tag team titles, and you're just fucking cursed. First, the American Wolves break a foot, ankle, I don't know. And then Jeff Hardy, he's living the daredevil lifestyle. He decides to go on a dirt bike ramp, They got footage of it on Dixie Carter's. I'm starting to think, like, this might not be real. It's just me. Like, I don't think this might be real. But you know what? I'm gonna go for the kayfabe zone. I'm gonna allow myself to get worked. Maybe he got his leg broke. Maybe he didn't. I just thought, like, if it really happened, why the fuck would you show the film footage? Come on, what is this? What the fuck is this? Come on, TNA. But basically, Jeff broke his fucking leg doing a motorcycle jump, and now the tag team titles have to be vacant again. And it's just like, come on, for real? What the fuck is this shit? And then the fucking guys who broke the original foot, well, before that, the Dirty Heels come out. They talk some shit, say they should be champs. And then the Wolves return. I popped huge. The fanboy in me is like, yeah, fucking American Wolves, Dirty Heels. This is going to be fucking amazing. They set up a best of 5. I'm fucking high-fiving. Like, yeah, the tag team titles matter again. Fucking great tag teams. Fucking come on. Hopefully the TNA title curse, EA Madden cover curse. Hopefully the tag title curse doesn't take anyone else. But, the Dirty Heels versus the American Wolves, best of 5, I think is going to be absolutely amazing. But then there is a thing. Oh, here goes Baby Leonardo. Can't have a show without Baby Leonardo. Oh, thank you. All right, I'll charge you. Go ahead. Bye-bye. See you soon. And Baby Leonardo wanted me to charge his Game Boy. So, there you go. I kid you not. I pay babysitters. Japan has like the best thing. Japan has like the best fucking things in the world. Like, you go to a restaurant, the waitresses are amazing. It doesn't matter what their job is. But dude, you try to find a decent babysitter in Tokyo is like impossible. Impossible. I was like, hey, you know what? If you could just watch the kids, or I could do a 20 to hour show, that'd be great. You know what? That'd be cool. Thanks. Here's a little extra money. Babysitter girl. Nope, never accomplish it. Unless Leonardo, Baby Leo, Baby Macaroni, unless he's a ninja. He's like, what? Daddy's doing a podcast? Dun, 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 and he does like 8 flips over the babysitter. Then, maybe that's forgivable. All right, moving on. So Matt Hardy, it's best of 5. I'm really pumped up. I'm excited about the situation. And here's the problem I have, though, is like, why did they even just take the belts off the Wolves in the first place? But who knows? That's it. All right, so boom. It led to something exciting. Next, we had another big return. It was kind of obvious once we knew who it was. It's Sky. Velvet Sky returns. Her tag team partner comes out, Angelina Love, gives her a hug. He's trying to play it off, and she says nothing. She takes 2 steps back like she's leaving the ring, and then bam! She gets a spear, and they start beating the hell out of each other, and we have multiple feuds going on in the knockouts. Hashtag give divas a chance. Hashtag fucking real women's wrestlers with hashtag real storylines. Hashtag TNA. All right. Eric Young confronts Bully Ray. Basically says he's got backup. Boom, boom, boom. And he just says he's back to referee the match. And then you had the World Heavyweight Championship match. It was a really good match. Kurt Angle does win. Basically, there's some shenanigans with the Beatdown Clan. There's also shenanigans with low blows to Bully Ray, trying to do a pile driver, but it gets reversed. And at the end, he hits the ankle lock and submits. And even though a lot of stuff happened, I was excited to be like, oh, the Eric Young feud is over. But, hopefully this leads to EC3 Kurt Angle in the pay-per-view. I think the storylines would be amazing. I think the promos would be amazing. And who knows? It might be a pretty decent match build-up. So it should be really exciting. I hope the Eric Young feud is over just because he's part of the Beatdown Clan. He's never going to fucking win. And there was a lot of spoilers throughout the night. But the biggest spoiler throughout the night, what I mean is just company spoilers, is that in the middle of the match, during a commercial break, they just gave this huge commercial to Kurt Angle, like who's next and all that. And I was like, dude, you couldn't air that after the show. You couldn't air that after the fucking match. I just, it's little things like that you just got to pay attention to. Josh did commentary by himself, and I think he does an amazing job by himself. If you're that good, you should just run it by yourself. So overall, I give it a huge win. Some nitpicks here and there, but overall, pretty decent show. All right, I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. Please, in the comments, put win, loss, or tie, what you thought of it. Also, check out kocosports.net, kocosports.net. It's our home blog. We hope to start improving it little by little. So please check it out. Hopefully build a community and all that fun stuff. Also, check out the American Alucard, as he was supposed to be on this show, but time zones and across the planet and all that horrible, horrible stuff kind of ruined that for me. All right, so with that, did I say like, comment, subscribe? That's like my go-to one. No Market Garden. What the hell? Freaking come on, help me out there, YouTube. YouTube's like, there's no new comments, and then you go to refresh, and it's like, there's a comment. You gotta help me out. That was like 4 minutes ago there, YouTube. I try to be interactive here. I know the timing of this live show is absolutely horrible, and I apologize. No Roman Reigns. Market Garden says it's a loss. Yeah, Roman Reigns, just poor guy. I actually feel bad for him, how stupid he is, but you know what? He's going to make tons of money, and people are going to blindly defend a product and not an idea. That's what happens. You get Roman Reigns, guys. All right, so thank you. Please. Bleh, I'm wrapping this bad boy up. Like, comment, subscribe, kocosports.net. Check out the American Alucard. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with a Stump the Idiot. And with that, I am over. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.